Finally, the last ESLint error here is this component is not used in this file. So we need to export it and save. And now let's use this component in our route. We'll open app.jsx, and at the top, we'll import the page using import curly brackets to the checkout page from a string, and we'll import ./pages/checkout page. And we'll use it inside this route using less than checkout page / greater than, and save. And now let's check our website. And if we go to the path /checkout, you can see we
Manda la cuenta y te deposito por Instagram.
have the HTML for the checkout page. Now let's add the rest of the code for the checkout page. Brackets,
Esta wea es
and we'll
muy
move over the
fácil,
HTML.
weón.
So we'll go back to the starting code folder and open orders.html. We'll start with the body, so we'll scroll down, and we can collapse these two elements, and we'll select the HTML and cut, and inside the orders page, inside the return, we'll paste. We'll scroll up,
Muy fácil.
we'll return brackets, and we'll move over the HTML
Necesito algo más difícil, weón.
to generate the HTML. We'll go back to the home page, and first we're going to import that products array. So at the top, we're going to import curly brackets, the products array
Necesito
from
algo
a
más
string,
difícil.
and we're going to locate that file. So first we need to get out of the pages and source folder using .. and then we'll find the starting code folder and the data
¿A
folder.
qué nombre el
Starting
saludo?
-code /data/ and the products file. Next, we're going to loop through this product array. So at the bottom here, above these product containers,
¿A qué
we're going to
nombre el
insert using curly
saludo?
brackets the product array .map and brackets. And we're going to give map a function, brackets, arrow, and curly brackets. As a review, .map takes each value in an array and transforms it. In this parameter, we get each value in this array, which is a product. So again, a product is just this object, and it has some details about the product inside. So we'll go back, and we're going to transform this product object into this HTML. To do that, we're just going to copy this HTML, and inside .map, we're going to return brackets
Saludos,
and paste that
Aetan.
HTML. And to fix the formatting,
Oye, escuchen mi música, cabro. Gustavo WTF acá en Spotify. Síganme en Instagram, porfa. Gustavo WTF6. Música para no escuchar, para que la escuchen, mi proyecto secundario musical. Música para no escuchar. Y en YouTube Music igual está.
we're going to press Control or Command Shift P, and then search for Format Document, and press Enter. And let's scroll up. And remember, whenever we loop through an array like this, we need to give each element a key prop equals curly brackets. So the key helps React keep track of changes in this array. Now the key has to be unique. So looking at the data, each product has a unique ID property. So we'll go back, and we're going to use the product.id as the key. So this basically takes each product object and transforms it into this HTML. So now let's
Esto es
save
fácil.
products data that
Le
we saw
pasa
earlier.
aquí
However, we cannot save this data
para generar una
in
idea.
3000. And after this, we add a URL path. Effect, brackets, and we'll give it a function, brackets, arrow, and curly brackets. And at the end, we'll give it a comma and an empty dependency array, so that this code only runs once.
El useEffect se usa para cada vez que hago un cambio a la página, esto se vuelve a ejecutar. Es una función, ¿cachai? Hace tiempo que no programo en Angular, así que estamos acá en React.
On this page. And inside here, we're going to call Axios dot
Estoy recordándome de React, pero esto es muy fácil.
get brackets,
Y por ejemplo,
and the
si
URL
tú
to get the
ponías
delivery
aquí
options is
adentro la
/API/delivery
wea,
-options. And then we're going to wait for the response to come back using .then brackets and give it a function, brackets, arrow, and curly brackets.
se ponía dentro la wea, una wea adentro en este paréntesis culiado, se ve el clic, ¿cierto? Entonces, los corchetes, cada vez que cambia lo que está ahí adentro, se releva esta wea.
And inside the function, the response from the backend will be saved as the response parameter. So once we get this response, we're going to save it in the delivery options up here using set delivery options brackets response.data. Now let's save this code, and we're going to check the network tab to see if it works. So we'll open the console, and we'll open the network tab, and we might need to refresh to make sure we get the request.
Los saludos por
And we'll remove this
Instagram.
and search for delivery
Nos
options,
saluda
and we'll click one of these, and then look at the response
solo
tab. So the backend
Trotamundo.
responded with 3 delivery options. Each delivery option has the number of days it takes to deliver. And we'll press Control F in this file, and we'll search for payment-summary, and press Enter to find the next result. And this section represents the payment summary on the page. And now we'll replace these numbers with the numbers we got from the backend. So first, we'll replace the total quantity here using curly brackets, and we'll replace it with payment summary dot total items. And here we'll replace the product cost. I'll type a new line to make it a little easier to read, and we'll insert. And remember, for money, we need to format it using the function format money brackets, and we'll get the payment
Esto
summary
es súper fácil, weón.
and remove this. So this does the same thing, except now we can add a key prop to it
Fragment.
equals curly brackets, and let's set the prop to the product.id. And we'll scroll to the bottom. And before these brackets, remember
Oye, los saludos si me dan likes, pues, weón. Denme likes.
to add the closing list code with our component. And we'll go back to the products grid. And we also need to copy over the state. So we're going to select this, copy, and inside product at the top, we're going to paste.
Bueno,
So
y
now
el
let's
use el seg
and we'll check
states es una weá. Es un hook. Toda esta weá se llama hook. El use effect, el seg state. El seg state te setea algo para una variable que va a cambiar. Y cada vez que le pase esa variable va a ir cambiando, ¿cachai? Con el seg
website.
state.
And first we'll go back to the homepage. And this
Sé
time,
que
let's
explico
click add to
súper
cart
mal,
on this
pero
toaster.
por favor,
So we'll click add to cart.
entiéndalo.
And now notice that the quantity here updated to 5 without needing to refresh. If we go to the cart
Seg state.
and scroll down, it also updated the cart on the page without.
Uso
We can remove this code
Go
and just use the function
cualquier
name
wea.
add to cart. And this makes the code easier to read.
race.
Next, we'll scroll up to the quantity selector. We can remove the console.log, and we'll move this into a separate function as well. We'll select this code and copy, and we'll scroll up. And here, we're going to create another function, const select quantity, and make it equal, and we'll paste that code. And we'll use this function below. So down here, instead of putting this function directly, we'll go to our code, and in our files, we're going to find the order summary component. And we're going to scroll down in this component and find the delete link. If you did the exercises, this might be inside a cart item details component. Now for this delete link, we're going to also import the format money function from a string and import it from this file, /product
Aquí está
component on
haciendo
a
el
fake web
test,
page.
los tests.
So now, how do we check if this component was displayed correctly? We can't see the fake web page, but we can check it using our code. To do that, we're going to scroll up, and we'll also import the screen from testing library /react. So screen lets us check the screen or the fake web page to see if everything was rendered correctly. In our
Sí, lo que sea, weón. Puta, no me gusta programar en PHP. Me da paja.
test, after we render the component, we're going to use screen and the method .getByText and brackets. So this searches the screen or the fake web page for an element with a specific text. So
Claro, sí, esto
with a
weón,
product
lo
ID
hace la
and a
IA.
quantity. So here we can. This is how I designed my backend. A hosted zone costs about.
Ya, esta
And the
weá,
React compiler is
este
working.
curso era muy fácil. Hay que aprender RAS, weón. En RAS lo tengo pendiente. Weón, hay una pega en RAS que te pagan $300.000, $350.000 al año. Y si eso son como 400 millones, 300 y tanto. Y si a la empresa le va bien, te pagan medio millón. Así que hay que aprender RAS sí o sí. El lenguaje difícil. Bueno, el frontend ya súper fácil. Quiero aprender el curso de JavaScript. Esta voy a eliminar porque es muy pava. Remote. Todo el programa. Pero esto, bueno, quería el curso de JavaScript. El curso de JavaScript. Esta weá, 22 horas de JavaScript.
Along the way, we're also going to build some smaller projects like a rock, paper, scissors game, a to-do list, and a calculator.
Pero
We'll type capital M math.round. So we already have brackets around this, so we don't need extra brackets.